Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Peace. Watermelon. I'm YouTube. Yeah, this is another Jaclyn Hill video. Get over it. I'm YouTube famous now. Jaclyn Hill, welcome to your tape. Available in 2020, the album Dad. Take me down to the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. I love that song so much. I've been driving around today listening to a little old school Guns N' Roses, and I was like in my car, as one does, and I was like, you know, doing a little bit of the Axl Rose, and I looked over at the car next to me, and the girl goes like this, she's like, we're about the same age, so she related. Anyway, how are you guys doing today? Happy Friday, happy weekend, thank God it's Friday. And I was gonna make a video, and it was gonna be half about Jaclyn Hill, and half about Tana Mongeau and Jake Paul, but I think I'm gonna make the Tana Mongeau Jake Paul video separate. I want you all to know I am also looking into all of the things that are being said about Jeffree Star and the allegations that people are getting funky lipsticks, allegedly, I don't know. It's not even in my opinion. I have no idea. I have been sent so much stuff and I don't understand it. And before we get into that, I mean, is Jeffree Star the new Jaclyn Hill? Who knows, okay? I do think it's interesting that not a lot has been said about it, though. I will say that. So, if there is stuff out there to report on, then I will come out and I will say something about it and we will look into it. I don't know a lot about it. So anyway, but I wanted to talk a little bit about Jaclyn Hill today. It was interesting. Yesterday, I talked about how she was back to Instagram, but when I was making my video, literally, I had my video up, I'm not even lying to you guys, like a half an hour, and I said in my video yesterday that she came back and she didn't even post a picture, and then she posted a picture. But she doesn't watch drama videos. Anyway, and so many people were sending me messages and they're like, Jaclyn Hill, listen to you. Jaclyn Hill, listen to you. Because she posted a video, or she posted a picture on Instagram. And so I went into the picture on Instagram and I was like, oh, this is very interesting what some people had to say. And I want to talk about that in just a second. I also want to talk about this whole idea of cancel culture and people accusing other people in the comment sections of Jaclyn's picture and on her YouTube of bullying people, blah, 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 whatever. So anyway, because there's a lot of comments that are allegedly being deleted, but whenever somebody comes out and accuses somebody else of bullying Jaclyn, those comments are never deleted. So anyway, ding-a-ling-a-ling. Well, first of all, before that phone rings, where is my large chappy? Here it is. My chappy hubby, what's it called? Anyways, Delia sent me 2 of the most fantastic lip balms in the entire world. I use them over my vlog, so go check out my vlog. I also reviewed today on my review channel the Starbucks Dragon Fruit Refresher Lemonade Iced Tea. It was, you'll have to go find out what I think of it. But anyway, I had to get my lips ready to have some discussion. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, sham-a-lang, dang, ding-dong, ding, the remix. House of Drama, Drama Phone, this is Peter speaking. Oh, hi, Jade, how are you? No, I'm not having a gimlet today, Jade. I'm back at the AAA meetings. The people are so nice. Their stories, my lord. Let me tell you about some of their stories, Jade. Well, we're not supposed to tell those stories. Why do I hold my phone out here? Because it's an iPhone 10. That's what everybody does now these days, Jane. They hold their phone out and they talk like that. Oh, I know, yeah. Well, I was just watching Peter Monn's new video. What? The Women's League? No, last night I couldn't. Don was home from Don was home last night from his lady friend, and he wanted to watch Fences, Jane. So we watched Fences about 10 times. It was a lot. That's why I'm back at the AAA meetings today. So I missed the Women's League last time. Sorry, Jane. But anyway, I was watching Peter Monn, Silver Fox, I know. I was watching his new video today about Jaclyn Hill. Well, he's saying that comments are being deleted on her Instagram, Jane, but I just don't believe that. I can't find my comment, and I left her a very nice comment. Well, what I said, thank you, Jaclyn, for the personalized lipstick. What do I mean by personalized? Well, she put her fingerprint on it and left me one of her hairs. I have a real special Jaclyn Hill lipstick, allegedly. It has one of her hairs. It's better than a signature any day, I think. Yeah, To know that Jaclyn manhandled the same lipstick that's going on my lips. I don't care if it's not sanitary, allegedly, or not. Well, all right, Jade, I'll talk to you later. Goodbye. So anyway, Yeah. Oh, bees. Can you even imagine if I did edit my videos, what that would be like? Okay, so anyway, where's my fan? I want to do a... Oh my God, I just totally broke my ring light. Well, good thing my husband bought me another one. It'll go back on. But anyway, I just look special glowy today. So anyway, oh my God. It's never a dull moment over here at Peter Monn, is it? And if you want a 15-minute story time about lemonade, go watch my review channel. Okay, so anyway. I went over because so many people were, as soon as I put up this video, were like, Jaclyn Hill posted a picture. She must have listened to you. So I went over there, and immediately what I noticed was that James Charles and Nikita Dragun liked the picture. I was like, this is really interesting to me, okay? I'm not really sure what that statement says. Maybe they're just like, hey, good Judy, we're glad that you're back. We're glad that this whole thing didn't beat you down. It doesn't necessarily say that they're co-signing everything that she did or how she handled the situation. But I do think it's an interesting statement, don't you? Because many of us that follow makeup people are going to see who else, you know, liked her on there. And I noticed that immediately. So that was really interesting to me. I don't know what they're making by this. I mean, Nikita Dragun, she doesn't care. She does what she wants. But it seems like James Charles is trying to be, where's my fan? He's trying to be a little bit more careful about some of these things. So I don't know if that's an endorsement of her lipsticks or if he's just saying, hey, we're glad you're back as a human being. Probably, that's probably what he's saying, you know? Hey, we've all gone through stuff like this and, you know, we're glad that you're back. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. But when I was reading underneath here the comments, because I wanted to see if truly comments were being deleted. And I will tell you, I'm going to read you a little thread in a second, that so many people are saying that Jaclyn Hill is deleting comments. But there are still a lot of really harsh comments underneath there as well. And I also want to talk about this idea of bullying and cancel culture. Well, not so much about cancel culture, but more about bullying in just a second. Because quite frankly, it just... I was going to say, it's a hair on my lip, but it bothers me more than that, okay? It just drives me crazy. All of these people that are like, if you have a complaint about a customer service issue, and I don't care, this is not just with Jaclyn Hill, this is about anybody that has put out makeup. Every time you have a complaint, and if the complaint is said more than once and it's not addressed, you know, people are like, you're bullying that person. No, there's a fine line between that. And the reason that it really, really drives me nuts is this, is that I have done like, I do a lot of activism about anti-bullying issues, okay? And I've worked, you know, with bullies and people that are bullied, and I myself have a long history of having been bullied to why I did it. Actually, I wrote a book that has a lot to do about bullying as well, right? So it's kind of a personal issue to me. When you accuse somebody of having a customer complaint, okay, about a product, and you call that bullying, and 5 or 10 or 20 or 100 people see that, and it starts trickling into their head, yes, that's bullying, what you are doing is minimizing the stories of hundreds of thousands of people out there that are legitimately bullied on a regular basis by kids, by family members, by coworkers, and yes, even by friends, okay? And, you know, there's a fine line between those two, and it really drives me crazy when people say that it's bullying when it's not, okay? Especially the wordage that's used. And I said the other day in my video that it has a lot to do with power, and I want to talk about that. But I wanted to read a couple of these comments in here. This is where it seems to me like she's not deleting comments, but I don't know. So I had to replace the ring light thing. It's like shining right into my eyes. Shine bright like a diamond. Okay, so anyway, here's the picture that Jaclyn Hill posted right here before I read some of the comments. And I want to say this, you know, and I'm not saying that she's deleting comments. I don't know if she's deleting comments. I don't know, okay? I would say that 95%, 99% of the comments are just really, really nice. I mean, really overwhelmingly beautiful, nice comments. People sharing personal stories with her. People welcoming her back. Things like that, you know? And, I mean, what was Jaclyn supposed to do? Never come back? I mean, was she supposed to just stay gone forever? Like, you know, she wants to enjoy her life and she wants to come back and do all that kind of stuff too. So, welcome back, Jaclyn. You know, I think that this is an opportunity for growth going forward, and what she does with it is up to her. I think in life, listen, I say this all the time, you know, like all of us make, you know, at least I am as a human being, or I have as a human being, made so many mistakes in my life, right? But those are opportunities for growth. Those are moments where I say, all of us as human beings, we fall on our face and we have to get back up. This is her opportunity, right? I'm rooting for her to take this opportunity and to really learn from it, okay? Not just to post a picture and say thank you to all of those out there that supported me, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. I think this is what people are wanting. I think they're really wanting to see, I mean, when she talks about how authentic and genuine and whatever, I think that's what people are wanting to see. They're wanting to see an authentic moment from her. Well, maybe this, like I said in my video the other day, maybe this is as authentic as it gets. I don't know, you know? But I think what people are wanting to say is, you know, see her say on video or something like, I am so sorry that I cannot give you guys the answers that you want. Not, I'm not going to give you the answers that you want, but I'm sorry that I can't. I don't know. I don't understand it enough. The labs came back and they gave me evidence that I don't want to share with you guys. Be forthright with the people that have supported you. And what's happening now is that there's a real division, okay, between people that never followed Jaclyn, people that followed her and are disillusioned and don't know what to do, and diehard stans that no matter what Jaclyn does, will never look the other way. And that's, you know, I don't know what I think about that a little bit. So anyway, there are so many glowing comments on here, really nice comments of people wishing her back or wishing her well now that she's back. So anyway, so somebody says, but she's not wearing her lipsticks though. And somebody commented and said, because they're all moldy and hairy. Allegedly. And then somebody responds and says, her new video was ass. She's only trying to do damage control so that she can do another launch. That's just going to fail anyways. Ooh. Well, I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see, you know? And then up here, I wanted to read this to you because this is where, I mean, there's so many nice comments. Thank you for coming back. You're truly my inspiration. The reason I started doing makeup. My favorite person with beautiful soul is back. And on and on and on. Then somebody says, why are you acting like nothing has happened? And there's tons of comments in there and they go back and forth between people agreeing with that person and people not agreeing with them. Y'all know she just made a rambling video to get more views and likes. I don't believe that that's what it's about. I don't believe that she came back with this video. She knew, listen, she didn't monetize the video. I think she knew, I mean, even though it's trending, right? That when she came back, like this video, I mean, it was a risk for her. And this was her putting her foot back into the arena, so to speak. And I think that she did, there's no way she did it for more views and likes, okay? I mean, she knew she had to make a video coming back at some point and she had to say something. And she wasn't going to tell everybody what they wanted to hear, so this is what you got, okay? And the next video is going to be a tutorial, and she already said that, so that we don't sit around and wait around wondering what the next thing is going to be. A lot of people are speculating that they think that her next video is going to be a birthday tutorial, because in that way, nobody would come out and say anything cruel to her on her birthday, because if it was about a birthday, you know what I mean? I don't know. We'll have to see. It'd be interesting. Somebody said, finally, girl, I need new content. And then somebody else said, imagine effing up that much and then throwing a pity party for yourself. And then, I mean, it just goes in here and it says, it just gets really kind of ruthless underneath here. But where the comments are being deleted, I thought this was interesting. I wanted to read. Somebody said, why are you deleting comments though? I'd understand if they were abusive, but it's mainly people asking you to step up rather than hiding away and ignoring the people who put you in the fortunate position you are in today. It's disgusting that you still think that it's okay to behave this way. Your sorries don't mean much anymore. And somebody responds and says, dude, all three of mine are gone. And the person responds and says, and I bet even though you were to the point and expressed your opinion, you were not abusive or threatening at all. That's the only time comments should be removed. It's really messed up. She expects people to trust her still though, shaking my head. And this person comes in and says, no, it's people bullying her and harassing her. She's gone through enough. Geez, it's been a month. How much longer do you guys want her to suffer? Nobody wants her to suffer, okay? I don't want her to suffer. I don't want her to suffer at all. And what I've said all along is that she could have cleaned up this mess a month ago. She didn't have to suffer for even a month if she would have come right out and been honest with everybody about what was going on. She didn't have to suffer at all. This was her choice. She could have come out and been completely forthright. And like I've said in videos, maybe legally she can't do that. I don't know. And so then that is part of what happens when you're a CEO. And you know, we're in kind of this new world today. I mean, like where CEOs are also public figures of YouTube and the Kardashians and Rihanna and reality stars and Lady Gaga. I mean, they have a public image, but they're also CEOs. That wasn't the case necessarily, let's say 50 years ago or 30 years ago, you know, necessarily in the makeup community. It just wasn't that way. So now there's this public persona that goes on with the person that's the CEO, and I would think to some degree, you know, that would be tricky to like kind of maintain both of them at the same time. So I don't know. But this person says, guess what? They respond and they say, guess what? I wasn't bullying or harassing her. What's sad is her delusional stands that will believe legit any lie she spits out. That entire video was just a manipulation to get your wallets ready for her Morphe collab. And these people go back and forth, and I never bully or harass anyone. People have questions. People feel let down. It was her decision to ignore everyone and delete her socials without handling her business as a boss should. She didn't recall her lipsticks when she should have. Agreed. And allegedly put people at risk. Allegedly. It's not about what she's been through. It's about what she should have done. If people like you that enable her to carry on this behavior instead of taking accountability and moving on as a better human being and brand owner. And people go back and forth in here, and then people are like, well, then why are, okay, then when they don't like what you have to say, and they don't have really any response to that, they go, why are you here then? Well, then why are you here? Because I stay where I want to stay. My favorite meme of life is that Real Housewives of, I don't know what it is, Real Housewives of Orange County, when what's-her-face goes, because that's my opinion! I love that so much, oh my god. But anyway, do you guys know which one I'm talking about? It's not a meme, it's not a meme, it's not a GIF, it's a GIF. I actually looked that up. It's Jif, by the way, in case you didn't know, like the peanut butter. That's how you can remember it. It's Jif. That they came out and they said that. I'm just going to tell you. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about bullying on here as well, and I'll make this really quick because I know that this is the part where people are like, see ya. Okay, but I do want to say this. I think it's important, okay? I went in and I wanted to Google the definition of bullying, and I have done this before, but I'm going to do it again, okay? And on stopbullying.gov, which I have a feeling that they probably know a little bit more about bullying than a lot of the people out there that are accusing people of bullying. I'm just saying, okay? But this one is mostly about school-age children. But it says, what is bullying? Bullying is unwanted, aggressive behavior among school-age children that involves a real or perceived power imbalance. The behavior is repeated or has the potential to be repeated over time. Both kids who are bullied and who bully others may have serious lasting problems. In order to be considered bullying, the behavior must be aggressive and include an imbalance of power and repetition. An imbalance of power. Kids who bully use their power, such as physical strength, access to embarrassing information, or popularity, to control or harm others. Power imbalances can change over time and in different situations, even if they involve the same people. So I wanted to go in here and I wanted to read a little bit about adults being bullied. And so, it's interesting enough, a really good article is actually on Wikipedia, when you look up bullying on Wikipedia. And so I wanted to go in here and read a little bit about it. Bullying is the use of force, coercion, or threat to abuse, aggressively dominate, or intimidate. The behavior is often repeated and habitual. One essential prerequisite is the perception by the bully or by others of an imbalance of power, of physical or social power. Now, what that means, okay, is that the person that is bullying, said person leaving a comment, has more power than the person that they are bullying, Jaclyn Hill. Okay? Now, it's really important for people to understand that when you are a public figure, people are allowed to have their opinions about you. Those opinions might not always be right, but let's take a fair look at actually who has the power in that situation. Who's deleting comments, who's doing whatever. Now, if you are out there and you are a younger person, you're being bullied on the internet by friends of yours or whatever, and that is really, really happening to you and you're being, like, affected, you need to report, you know, that to get on there and they'll tell you how to do it, okay? You're supposed to report it to the area, the police or whatever, and then you're supposed to block those people. That's what they tell you to do. So anyway, but you know, it goes on here and it says bullying ranges from one-on-one individual bullying through to group mentality called mobbing, in which the bully may have one or more lieutenants. And when they talk about mob mentality in here, what they're really talking about is one or two people that have a designed, you know, an imbalance of power that they are really trying to take this person down. This is people that really are having a lot of customer concerns, a lot of issues, okay? This is not about bullying. And what people are doing when they are saying that is that they are taking away the consumer's concerns, right? Now, if you're saying really harsh language to somebody, if that's Jaclyn Hill or whoever that is, and you're saying, you know, I wish something horrible would happen, or blah, 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 that is harassment, okay? It's not necessarily bullying, it's harassment. And there needs to be an understanding of the difference in our society, because now what's happening is every time somebody comes out and they have a concern or they have an opinion or whatever, if somebody doesn't want to hear it, it's taken in a really cruel way, right? So it's like, let me just tell you something. It was like I was watching the Real Housewives of New York reunion. I know, please don't come for me, right? But they were talking about Luann singing, and if you watch it, you know what I'm talking about. Luann, she ain't the best singer in the entire world, but apparently she puts on a real great performance, okay? That's what they kept on talking about. But he read this comment from somebody, and somebody said, you know, like, I love Luann, but doesn't she understand that kind of like the shtick of her like performance and the glitz of it or whatever is what people are attracted to, not the singing. And her response to that was, there will always be haters out there. No, those aren't haters, those aren't people that are bullying, those aren't people that are harassing you, those are people with an opinion. And when you're a public figure, you have an opinion. And when you're a CEO that put out some lipsticks that people still don't have the answers from yet, you're gonna get people having complaints about it, and that's what goes along with it. But we have to stop overusing some of these words as a society. You know, we are not like helping people out by doing that. We're not helping younger people. When they see this and they see us throwing that word onto everything, then the people that are truly being bullied are being silenced. And that's a problem. And I have a real issue with that. I think for now, I will probably back burner the Jaclyn Hill thing, unless something else happens for a while. You know, like, I'm not going to continue to make a Jaclyn Hill video every day. I think I've made a Jaclyn Hill video for 4 or 5 days in a row now. I'm not going to make a Jaclyn Hill video tomorrow. I mean, unless something huge comes out, and then I, of course, will make a Jaclyn Hill video. Why wouldn't I? But anyway, you know, I think, like, I'd like to see what she does moving forward and maybe come back in a little while and, you know, reassess and readdress what's going on. And I know when I make a video tomorrow or the next day, people are going to say, well, you said you weren't going to make a video unless something happened. Well, guess what? Something happened, and that's why I made a video. But only then and only then will I do that. So anyway, let me know what you think about all of that in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you in my video tomorrow. Bye.